What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a prediction video on the AFC wildcard matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Let's get right into it. So, we just seen this matchup Sunday, and hopefully, we see a different quarterback for the Ravens. If we don't, and even if we do, wink, wink, uh, I think the outcome will be the same for this matchup. But let's break it down. Let's get into it. I will give you my official prediction later on in the video. But um, but yeah, we just seen this matchup the other day or yesterday, and the Bengals beat the Ravens 27-16. The quarterback Anthony Brown for the Ravens, who could be the potential starter, depends on what's going on with Tyler Huntley, depending on what's going on with Lamar Jackson. Today's the day after that game. Today's Monday, the ninth, 10th, whatever it is, ninth, and we have no news yet on if Lamar Jackson is able to play after spraining his PCL about 5-6 weeks ago. So we're not quite sure yet, and that just leaves the Ravens in a tough spot. Um, the Bengals have been sharp. They've won their last 8 straight games, not including, well, it is including the Bills no contest from a few weeks ago, last week at least. When was that? 2 weeks ago? Last week? Last week? My weeks get all jumbled up with work and life, whatever. But yeah, whenever that happened, that strange, scary thing happened to DeMar Hamlin. Uh, well, yeah, about a week and a half ago now, I guess, a week ago. Um, there was their no contest. But before then, they've been on a roll. They've been hot. They picked it right back up against the Ravens. Yesterday's matchup, 27-16. I just don't see, even if Lamar plays, how they win. So right off the bat, I'm telling you straight up, the Bengals should win this matchup. If they don't, man, I don't know what to say. But this should be an easy win for the Bengals. I don't see how the Ravens could win, even if Lamar does come back. You need your quarterback help, especially a guy like him who thrives off mobility, versatility, athleticism. If he's not healthy enough to move around and groove around and do his thing, there's no way in the world that the Ravens can win this matchup. Um, it's just tough. The only way I can really think of, if Lamar plays or not, they got to pound the ball. They got to pound the run game, rely on the running backs, and take a couple quarterback options as much as they it can. Quarterback sneaks, powers with Brown, Huntley, or Lamar Jackson. Try and mix it in as much as you can. This is their normal. That's their normal game plan anyway. If to be honest, so you know, it's tough for me to see a way for the Ravens to win, especially me personally, because I have this agenda. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think John Harbaugh should be let go, and I think he will. So what has to happen for my video predictions that I did about a month ago to come true about Sean Payton becoming the Ravens head coach, or at least the Ravens get a new head coach in general? I need for the Ravens to lose this first round matchup, and I don't see them winning. Even being unbiased, like seriously being honest, I don't see them winning. I don't see it honestly. They don't have a shot to me. Even if Lamar plays, even if Lamar was fully healthy, I wouldn't be concerned honestly about the Ravens. And I've said it in the past about a month and a half ago. I have no concern. They're not good enough right now. They have no weapons. Lamar isn't ready for a deep playoff push. In my personal opinion on the Ravens and Lamar Jackson of his skill set right now. So I think he needs a better offensive minded coach, or at least coordinator. He needs more weapons, and I think it's just time for Harbaugh to be gone. Him and Greg Roman. So um, that's why I'm hoping. I'm keeping some nice tabs on Sean Payton, what he's doing, where he's signing with. That's why I'm thinking, the Broncos, and I know we got to trade for Sean Payton too, but not weak. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I know the Ravens have, or anyone has to trade for Sean Payton if they want him. But I think even if a deal could be made right now with the Broncos or whoever else, Cardinals, I think Payton's gonna wait for this job to open up. I really do. I really do, man. I like what Payton said about Lamar on the Manning cast a while back during the season about, he's a free agent, Lamar's free agent. Let's see what happens. You obviously can't say you hope John Harbaugh gets fired. So that's a no. So you got to just say, be politically correct. But I do think there is a way. There's a will. There's a way that Sean Payton could be the head coach of of this franchise if they lose this matchup. But like I said, I do understand John Harbaugh gets a pass because Lamar's out. He was hurt at the end of last year too. So it is tough when your superstar, former MVP quarterback isn't healthy enough to perform his greatest skill set, and that's run and be mobile and be active if he even plays. This weekend. So, but yeah, I don't see the Bengals losing. I think they're going to dominate this matchup, division matchup. They've seen them twice all year. They've seen them twice this year, excuse me. And I don't see it being anything different than the last matchup that happened just last week, or just yesterday, excuse me. But by the time this video will really matter, this weekend, just last week, Sunday's matchup, 27-16. So I see the Bengals winning. Don't see it being too close. Um, if Lamar plays, I don't think he'll be healthy anyway, so it don't really matter. They really got the Ravens in a tough spot. And um, enough on them. We'll go to the Bengals now, but the Ravens are in a tough spot. They got to figure out what they want to do long term. On to the Bengals. Um, as I said in my Power Rankings video I just did last week, I think maybe last Wednesday, last Thursday, my final Power Rankings for the regular season, I don't have the Bengals as a Super Bowl contender right now. They were once, I think my Week 14 list, they peaked at I think 5. They were fifth on my Power Rankings list. They were a contender, but even though they were winning as of late, I just got a feeling about them. They just don't look that impressive to me. They really don't against better teams, than the Ravens. If you gave me a matchup of them and the Chargers, you gave me a matchup between them and the Dolphins, I'm not too sure I'm picking the Bengals. I'm not quite sure yet, against the more tougher elite teams of the AFC. So, um, even the Jaguars, there'll be a matchup. I will lean towards the Bengals. I definitely would, but it'll be a tougher matchup. Um, so yeah, the Bengals are a good team. They're more of a threat for the Super Bowl like they were last year than a contender, but they aren't that far off. So they should win this matchup. No question about it. And I can't wait to see them versus more elite competition down the road if they do get past the Ravens. I would love to see them face a better team next, which they definitely will if they win. So, yeah, that's it for video, guys. Went with an easy one. I had a tough one last video with the Bucks and Cowboys. And I had a tough video there, a tough prediction video. This one was pretty easy. I could did this, in like a 10-second video. You know how I feel about the Ravens and John Harbaugh. I wish them the best, but I don't think they'll do too much noise, make too much noise in this playoffs, especially with Lamar Jackson being hurt. There's no point even thinking about them being a contender, honestly. So, but yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.